Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to come on for a second and talk with you guys. It is Monday. I pray y'all are having a great Monday. Everybody's following me. Dog done knocked the laundry bag down the steps just now. Let's see. What do I want to talk with you guys about today? It's like, basically, I just wanted to talk with you guys. I don't want to say give you a refresher, but, how do I put it? Some of us, we're looking to be the same, and we're looking for acceptance so much that we lost the power, the grace, the strength, the uniqueness of you being you. Having your difference, being different, is okay, okay? Having the courage to stand in your difference makes all the difference, okay? When you are able to stand in front of others and say, this is who I am, this is who I'm going to be, and you can accept that, it makes no difference if you're saying the same thing that everyone else is saying, if you're doing the same thing that everyone else is doing. But when you are able to walk into someone's life and literally disrupt them, literally interrupt their pattern, and basically force them to look at you and say, something's different about you. Who are you? You know? There's power in that, okay? There's power in Young Money Muggles and us having an urban homestead. There's power in me being a 27-year-old co-hosting a radio show. There's power in me accepting that I'm not perfect, but I'm still full of God's love and full of God's grace. There's power in that, okay? And when you understand how to stand in your difference, you won't feel like you have to please man. Because sometimes we get into man pleasing because we want to be accepted. But when you realize that you don't have to stand for the spotlight and you are the light, you won't have to stress, okay? It's a whole different mentality when you're understanding there is power in my difference, okay? Hi, I'm Kenyon Gregory, and I am a disruptor. I intercept. That is my difference. That is my power. When I'm around people, either I'm going to provoke them into jealousy or I'm going to provoke them to change, okay? And I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. Why? Because I know who I am. I know what my difference is. Good morning, Jarmona. Hey, I don't stress. I know when the people come around me, it's going to provoke them to change or it's going to provoke them to jealousy, okay? Some of you get upset when people are mad at you. I can't be upset over people being upset over the favor of God over my life. I can't help it that when I walk through certain doors, things are given to me just like that. I can't help it that I literally have favor wherever I go. But what I can help and what I can do is stand in my difference. What I can do is realize that there is grace and there is power in me being me. I don't have to stress about trying to be someone else. I don't have to stress about trying to make people believe what I'm doing. I just be. I just am. I just do. And that's the power of my difference. Because they see, oh wait, you aren't chasing me to join the business. Oh wait, you aren't chasing me to help me make money. Why? Because that's not my responsibility. That's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to be myself, authentically, 100% in and out. Whether it's your expectation, whether it's my expectation, we have to learn how we cannot control the expectations of others. you are worrying so much, we are worrying so much of what they're going to expect of us, or what they're going to think of us, or what their mindset is about us. That's none of your responsibility. That's none of your concern. All right? I had a conversation with someone yesterday. They're like, you're just so conceited and you're this, that. I said, that's your interpretation. You weren't there when I was at my lowest. You weren't there when I struggled with low self-esteem. You weren't there when I struggled with being the dark-skinned person in a white school. So now that I have confidence, now that I don't care what people think about me, now that I'm walking in a different mindset, and I'm not allowing my insecurities to fuel your confidence, there's a difference. There's a problem. There's a change. No. Like I just said, people will use your insecurities to fuel their confidence. That's not real. That's not true. That's not an honest way to have people in your life. If you're around someone and they're always judgmental, they're always fueling off of your insecurities, meaning they need you to be lower than them in order to prosper, that's not who you need in your life. That's not who you need to be around. The minute you start growing, the minute you start wanting to do better, the minute you start wanting to be better, they have things to say. They want to stop you. That's something you need to evaluate. That's something that you need to assess. Are people comfortable with taking care of me? And am I comfortable with being taken care of? I don't know how I got onto that, but I guess it's for... I see two people in here. Hey, John Wanna. Somebody else was in here too. I saw some people on. But I guess that was for y'all. Learn how to be in your difference. Learn how to be, I'll go a little deep with you guys because this is the group chat. But all my life, I've been prophesied that I was going to be a man of wealth. All my life, I've been prophesied that I was going to be a great leader and a person of great stature. But my self-esteem wasn't there to believe that. My belief system didn't match that. For the longest, I lived in debt. For the longest, I lived with a lacking mindset. With a mindset that the government can take care of me. With a mindset that I don't need to do work because I could just get a check. I could just do this. But are you being yourself? Just to settle and to be quiet. For the longest, I kept 9-to-5 jobs, miserable, knowing that I wanted to own my own business. For the longest. But you know why I never did it? Why I never stepped out? Because I was scared of what my in-laws would say. I was scared about what my family would say. I was scared about how I would be able to provide for my family. But I didn't start making money. I didn't start living prosperous. I didn't start actually... thinking from a place of power instead of a place of ultimatum. I say that all the time. It shifts when you begin to do what you're supposed to do, when you begin to do what you're called to do, when you begin to step out on faith. That is when you get that ease. That is when you get that easement in your heart. A lot of you are dealing with anxiety because you're doing what you're not supposed to be doing. And that's why you have the anxiety about it. You don't have any ease about doing that. So why are you constantly doing it? The same systems that you have over and over again. They're giving you the anxiety. They're giving you that anxiousness because that's your body, that's your spirit telling you, this ain't working. And you know it ain't working. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I encourage you today, I encourage you all today that are listening, to step out in your authority. Step out into your sphere of influence. Step out into your difference, because that's what makes the difference. If I didn't accept that I love animals, I love farming, I love horticulture, which is gardening, if I didn't accept that, I would not be able to speak to you about living a sustainable and a healthy lifestyle. If I didn't accept my difference of being an entrepreneur at 26, being an entrepreneur at a young age, if I didn't accept that, you wouldn't see that you could be an entrepreneur at 19. You wouldn't see that you could be an entrepreneur at 18. That's something, I'll share this with you before I go. I know I said I was about to go, but I will go after this. Yesterday was powerful for us at church. Not because it was Resurrection Sunday, but because of the revelation that I got on Jesus in the garden. Where would we be if Jesus didn't make up his mind in the garden? That's what my apostle talked to us yesterday. Where would we be if Jesus didn't say yes in the garden? You see, the decision for the cross was made in the garden. So, what garden do you have in your life? What ultimatums, what decisions do you need to make in your life right now? And the weight of that decision, whatever decision you make, whether if you break and go to the cross, or if you say, no, I'm not doing this, no, this costs too much, and you turn around, what will your world be? What will your world be in the next few days, in the next few years? Next year, where will you be if you decided to say, you know what, I'm not going to stress about what people think anymore? Actually, I just said that and my mind just brought back. This is March last year. Last year, I was moving here, you guys. Last year, I was moving here working at Food Line, working a 9 to 5. And then in May, I decided to jump out and to start my own business, start an LLC. And now it is May or April, a whole year now. And I run a 6-figure business. I have multiple employees under me, and I literally work from home. I'm about to go to North Carolina tonight. Why? Because I can. If I didn't decide to say yes last year, I wouldn't have been able to help countless of people with businesses. I wouldn't be able to travel and help people. I'm going to travel and do a consult for somebody. But if I didn't say yes in my garden, if I didn't say yes at that time of decision in my life, because we're all going to hit a crossroad. We're all going to hit a place of making decisions. But it's up to you. Are you going to say yes in your garden, endure that cross, and realize that you're going to live again? That you're going to rise again? Why? Because the same power that rose Jesus lives in you. The same power that rose him from the dead can raise you up. So don't ever think that something that knocks you down, you can never get back up. Because you have reviving power in you. You have creative power in you. God created you with a word. He formed you out of dust and breathed his breath into you. That same power is in you. And you can manifest what you want in your life. It's all depending on your yes. It's all depending on you standing in your difference. This is your exodus. This is your warning. This is your sign to say, hey, it's time to go to the next level. It's been Ken the Don. Love y'all. Have a great Monday, okay? Remember, say yes in the garden, okay? There's other people's lives depending on it.